What is up and how is it going, guys and gals? You're listening to the voice of Boom Nation, and today I'm happy to be bringing you all a brand new Call of Duty Ghosts tips and tricks video. Now today we're going to be talking about some of my best tips for you all when you are prestiging in Call of Duty Ghosts. I know there was a double XP weekend very recently. Hopefully you guys are on the verge of prestiging, if not already. And if you guys don't know how the new prestiging system works yet, basically there are 10 soldiers. You get to choose one of those soldiers once you have previously leveled up others and start anew on a new clean slate. Your stats aren't reset, but your squad points from previous soldiers do carry over, which is very, very important. It means that on day one, on moment one of your new prestige, level 1, you get to make all your class setups again if you have enough remaining squad points left over. And today we're going to be talking about maximizing the amount of squad points you have. So you can see right here on your screen is the starting loadouts that you will get an option to choose from when you start a new prestige. And so basically you have Assault, CQB, Covert Ops, Heavy Gunner, and Marksman. And the way I want you guys to think about these loadouts is whether or not any of these weapons are very essential to you or are your favorite weapon, and whether or not each loadout has perks that are very valuable to you, because for instance, if you choose a loadout that doesn't have off the grid and you really like that perk and you use it in a lot of your class setups, then that's 9 squad points you're going to have to spend just on that perk. Whereas if you choose a loadout with off the grid, you don't have to spend points on that, and you're going to be passing up other perks. But if other perks are less necessary to your class setups or cost less squad points in general, then you're going to be saving squad points overall. So right here you can see the Covert Ops starting loadout on your screen. You're going to start out with the Honey Badger, the PP something secondary. It's a pretty solid gun. It's the one I use. Take down, Dead Silence, off the grid, and sit rep. And personally, I love Dead Silence and off the grid, especially on my classes when I'm going for KEM strikes. And so this class is probably what I would choose. In fact, it is what I chose when I recently prestiged, because off the grid is so expensive, because I felt like I really wanted it for free, because I wanted to try out the Honey Badger, and because I use Dead Silence all the freaking time. Now, a class loadout like the Heavy Gunner is probably very unpopular. I encourage you guys to not use it unless you really feel like some of these perks are really essential. But based on my analysis of the game so far, I don't think very many of these perks are. Maybe Hardline, maybe Ping. Ping is a pretty solid perk, but it only costs like 6 squad points, or maybe even less. I don't know, somewhere around there. But it's not as expensive as others, so I don't think that loadout is probably going to be the best for most of you guys. However, the Marksman loadout right here, this is interesting because it does give you Amplify and Focus for free, which in my mind are very necessary. Focus is the most important perk in the game in my opinion, as you guys know from previous videos. And then Amplify is a perk that I love to use. It's very good for any of you all that have gaming headsets and use them to your advantage. So this might be a class setup that you guys would go with. If you're not really a fan of off the grid, if you don't really use it a lot, then you could go with the Marksman setup. And the thing is, don't let your mind be tainted by the fact that it's Marksman and that you're getting a sniper for free. Because if none of the other guns really matter to you, then it's all about the perks, baby. Because your squad points carry over, and you can just reset, you can redo all your classes and spend squad points remaking all your classes from level 1. You never even have to use something you don't like if you've saved up just, maybe 40 or 50 squad points from the previous prestige. So if you haven't, this is a great way. This tip is a great way to maximize the amount of squad points you're going to have going into creating your classes for the new prestige. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully you guys are on the verge of prestiging as well after this past double XP weekend. Please leave a like rating if you did enjoy the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I hope you guys have a great day.